right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Seabass.
And, you know, a couple of Sideshows ago, towards the beginning when you joined us, we had talked about, you know, in the morning, because you wake up really early, about going to get coffee, and you said that you weren't all that big into Starbucks and that wasn't your joint, and that you like it. You don't like it so hot. It's got to be kind of cool, right?
When I first buy it, yeah, you got to let it cool down for a little bit, and I know you could ask for a specific temperature, so you could immediately drink it to your liking,
right?
But I don't know what that temperature is, so I just always wait.
Well, it's just kind of funny because you walked in with a Starbucks. Mister, I don't go there that often.
Yeah, it feels like an episode of Game of Thrones is airing right now because the Starbucks cup is where it shouldn't be,
right?
In front of Tony.
And it's just it's been a long day, and we're starting off
got
a little
bit
late.
Of Jack or Bailey's in it or what?
No, I gotta drive home.
Is it coffee or is it tea?
No, it's coffee.
Oh, okay.
On my way here, you know, I was already starting to yawn. So I was like, man, and I haven't done it in a while, but I would take a 5-hour energy before I came.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. And
I do hear the guys making a lot of jokes about you and 5-hour energy.
Yeah. New Year's, got to do it. You know, whenever we're going out, got to take one. My wife and I, we both take them.
Really?
Yeah. They work, too. Those things are good.
I don't know. They're disgusting tasting.
Yeah, it's a real harsh candy taste.
No, it tastes like, remember that medicine you used to get when you were a kid? You get like the cherry, or
like the
grape.
Robitussin, maybe?
Robitussin is the worst.
That, and then like when the doctor gave you, like they prescribed it, that one was even worse. Like, I'll just cough. I don't want to take that shit.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, it like a regular shot, it takes me like 5 tries to get one of those little bottles down. And then I got to be drinking water in between.
Really?
Yeah.
God dang, Tony.
But again, yeah, coming over here, I was just like, man, I started yawning already. I was like, no. Because I'll be honest with you, a couple episodes ago, while we were in studio, probably the last one before we started the group one,
yeah,
dude, I was falling out.
Yeah, I think we were all tired on that one. I think we were, because it was kind of a slow episode.
But I was literally falling out.
Yeah.
Because I remember at one point, and I mentioned it to my nephew, and I told my old lady that we were talking about something, and dude, I was asleep. and I woke up and I said, what did I say? You were talking about making edits for someone. We were talking about your radio days.
Oh, okay.
And I said, so they never asked you to do that? And you were even like, the fuck? Yeah, they nobody ever told me to do that or something like that. It was just because I was gone.
Just done. Holy shit. So we gave you an easy show and you fall asleep. Very nice. Yeah, dude, I don't know what the hell happened. Like last night, like I woke up early yesterday.
What do you consider early?
Well, normally I wake up like at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So, like, you fuckers start texting like at 5:30 in the morning. And my shit's loud, and I leave it on just in case, you know, somebody's going to call out or somebody has an emergency or whatever. I got to have my phone. So, you know, the texts start coming in, and fuck. So I'll roll over and look at them, and I'll turn around and go right back to sleep. So anyways, yesterday I was tired, and I came home, and dude, I couldn't sleep. I went to sleep like, I think I crashed out around 11:30, but I woke up like at 2. Couldn't sleep, bro. I was up till like 4:30 in the morning. Wow. Sitting around fucking around on my phone. Didn't even turn on the TV. I was on my phone. I'm gonna start putting that shit in another room. Let it charge somewhere else. It's crazy. I figured I'd be gassed right now, like just out, but I feel good. I might.
Whenever that happens to me, it's very rare, but I'll just have to get up and go in the living room and turn on the TV.
Oh yeah, your old lady would probably be pissed if you were sitting on your phone. And
if I was on my phone, she'd look at me cross-eyed. Oh, what are you doing on your phone?
Who you texting at 2 in the morning? Fucking Mingo?
But you keep your phone? I mean, you don't have a landline, right? Telephone?
No, just here, just in the studio.
Okay, because we have a landline, still.
Right.
But I went.
Yeah, it goes along with your dinosaur-ass internet.
But with our cell phones, when they're at night, they're in the closet, and being charged. So we don't even
mess with them at all.
Don't even mess with them. Sometimes they'll be done by 7:30. Like, we'll put them away at that point.
Really? Yeah, but that's good though I'm sure that's good for your marriage.
Not really, because it's not like we're on them per se.
Really?
Yeah, it's just. And one of the reasons why they're able to go in that early is because we're not really on them.
Right. Yeah, I feel lost if I don't have mine with me. Like, oh shit, oh yeah, I gotta, and then I'll look it up, and next thing I know, it's fucking an hour and a half later.
Yeah, during the day, I'm getting that to where I feel like I need it, and a lot of it has to do with just work.
Yeah. Dudes calling you because they can't figure something out.
Yeah.
Jackasses. Sorry, I don't know your employees.
But yeah, I can hit you at 3:30, 4 in the morning if you want.
Why do you get up that early?
Now, because the sun is starting to get lighter.
The sun don't come up at no 3:30.
Well, I got things to do before I go to work. I got paperwork and stuff to do. Come on.
God, so you get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
I did Monday, and I was tired last night. 7:30, I was done. And then today, because we were going to record, my alarm went off at 3, and I was like, I'm not going to make it if we're going to record like at 7:38. So I went back to bed, and I woke up about 4:30.
Damn, dog. And now I feel guilty. 4:30, then you come over here, you work all day, and come and record at 8. God damn. But I'm not getting up like at 3 to record in the morning. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
Them days are over, dog.
Yeah.
Can't do that shit no more. I ran myself ragged for a while trying to do that and my job, and then fuck that.
Well, when you're young, you can do stuff like that.
Yeah. But not no more. I'll admit it, dude. Nope. I ain't got it in me
Dude,
no
there
more.
are some times at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm driving while working, and I'm falling out. And when I get to my next stop, dude, I'll just stop and sit in the truck for about 15, 20 minutes.
If it's not busy at work, I can fall asleep where I'm sitting there.
Even if it is busy, he can fall asleep just sitting there.
Yeah, I could. If I sat there too long, closed my eyes for a minute, like if somebody's taking too long to get some paperwork out, I'm gonna give them like a blink, like oh my god, and the next thing, holy shit, I blinked too long. Something happened at work, and I was going to tell you about it today, and I can't fucking remember what it was. Dude, my mind's slipping. I'm getting too old. Shit.
Do you guys still require people to wear masks going inside now?
Yeah, we have to. It's California isn't going to do it until June 15th, and then you can take off your mask, and only if you're vaccinated.
But isn't Costco doing that now?
They might. I don't know.
No, I heard Target, Costco, Trader Joe's.
Really?
Another popular place, like a Walgreens or something, they're not requiring masks anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you still wear your mask when you go
Yeah, I
places?
still wear it. I'm kind of getting used to it.
Hey, so have you seen the thing that they're doing where you put a magnet up to the site where you got the shot and the magnet sticks to your arm?
Jesus Christ.
No, I haven't even heard about that.
You haven't heard about that?
No.
Shit's all over the place. We need to get a magnet and try Tony out.
No.
Like it.
You know where there's a magnet?
No.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
What is it, one of your TikTok videos?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, if it is, I can't take part. And I don't
So
apologize.
Actually, somebody told me about it, and I looked it up on YouTube.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah. And you could see that when they put it up against their skin, you could actually see the skin move towards the magnet. And they kind of clip together. And this dude is standing there like this, right? And he puts it on the site on the one arm, and it's a nice big round magnet, and it sticks to his arm. And the guy's just standing there, and he'll do this, and it doesn't move, right? So he takes it off that arm, and comes and puts it on the other arm, and it doesn't stick at all. It just slides right off. You got a microchip, fool. You're gonna be an AI. They're gonna know where you are every time you're doing whatever.
Is that so bad though?
Yeah, fuck that.
You act like the government.
Free?
You act like the government doesn't have
Yeah.
dirt on you, anyways.
You are, as much as you're on your phone, tracking you everywhere you go. All these apps that you have downloaded.
What do you have to put on? What all do you have to put on your application? You have to put your full name, right? What else? You got to put your social, your address.
So, the other day, I took our last episode, 111, and I promoted it on Facebook. So, what that does is I pay a certain amount of money every day, and they send it out to a certain amount of people. And I've paid enough to where it's going to be to a good chunk of fucking people. And right now, I think it's hit like almost 300 people, and 118 of those people have engaged in it. So they've looked at it, they've started listening to it, whatever the case may be. And some of it's actually translated into downloads off of Spreaker. So, because I was looking at it, and the other day, it's funny that you say that they're already watching you, like whatever. There was 4.57% of our listenership was from Virginia, Washington, Virginia. I was like, ooh. No, senor, it's not us. We don't say nothing. So be careful what you say, dog. They're watching us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was going to say, dude. And again, with all the apps on your phone, they're learning your spending habits.
Yeah, they already know.
Dude, we talked about that one grill brand in Walmart, and that night I was looking on my phone, and an ad popped up for that same brand of barbecue.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
That's fucking scary, dude.
It makes it reality. They say, oh, we're not paying attention. Bull fucking shit, you're not.
Yeah. Tell me you're not. No, well, it has to be listening. So if you said, "Hey Siri," and your phone turns on, see,
and
like
she opens up,
fucking bubble turned on and it's on already.
Alexa, and Alexa's she lights up.
Really?
Yeah. Look at the blue lights on already.
Your Google.
Where's Siri talking?
I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
Why you got the dude's voice?
Because everybody got the female Siri. I wanted a English dude talking to me.
He wanted Ciro, not Siri.
Yeah, wanted me a butler.
I'm not sure I'm hearing you correctly.
Siri, shut up.
Apologies.
Siri, shut up. Thank you. You know what's cool though is at night, like I'll set my alarm because I use that for my alarm in my room.
I was talking about Alexa,
and I'll be like, "Hey Alexa, set alarm for such and such time." Alarm set for 8 a.m.
For what time?
Huh? Wow.
And then
off.
Alexa off. And then it's set for a certain time, and then I'll say, "Thank you, Alexa." Of course, anytime you go.
So let me ask you this:
sweet dreams.
You have the Alexa in the studio. You
Correct.
also have one in the house.
Yes, I have one in every room in the house.
And do you when it's an alarm? Does Alexa actually give off the tone for the alarm?
Yeah, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then you have to actually turn over and say, "Alexa, off." There's times where I've woken up so fucking foggy I can't remember her fucking name. I'm like, bitch, just shut up already.
Or that because he's foggy, I've heard him fucking yelling at her down the hall because he's not loud enough sometimes to fucking do it when he first wakes up. So, Alexa, off. Alexa, off. Alexa, off! Like, I just hear him fucking yell at her down the hall. Like, dude, chill out.
Can you say Alexa snooze?
Yeah.
No shit.
You can say, "Alexa, snooze for 15 minutes. Snooze. Okay. Snoozing 15 minutes.
Wow. And it works?
Yeah. And then, like, in the morning, all right, Alexa, off. Okay. Off. Have a great Wednesday, Mingo.
Yeah. Or you'll ask it the weather, and it says, "Have a good rest of your whatever.
Have a great sunny Tuesday."
Yeah.
Like, bitch, shut up. It's too windy for it to be nice and sunny.
I don't think I could mess with stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I do. Because I'm not married, so I talk to her at night sometimes.
And then he has access to my room. Because there is one in my room. It's not plugged in, but there's one in my room. And every other night at like 10:30, I'll see her bling, and it's, "Hey, what? You know what sounds good right now? No.
Milkshake and some French fries, right? From where?
That's him giving me a food order through Alexa.
I thought that was more friendly than me texting it to you, like, And then you don't respond to texts or look at all your texts. I figure, well, fuck it, then I'll just.
Do you? Can't you also hook up like lights?
Yeah.
Your TV.
Yeah, my TV is Alexa enabled.
That's
Kind of cool.
I don't know.
And then you have a thing on your phone where if you have like these things can be all the ones that I have set up that are
What are these things?
the plugs that I have, the Wi-Fi plugs.
Okay.
So I have one for the AC and for the lights right out here in the studio. I can set them up through Alexa, and that way I can tell Alexa turn on studio, turn on AC in studio, turn on blah blah blah.
Don't you feel you're becoming too reliant on her? Or it?
Man, if that bitch could clean, I'd be good, bro. You know what I mean?
Why she gotta be a bitch?
Well,
though?
I'm just saying, because sometimes she don't listen. It's hard to get her to, because like she'll, and I'll try to Alexa off while she's doing that shit, and she doesn't hear me. So I got to get more aggressive with her. You know what I mean? And I don't like getting aggressive with her, even if it's just a female computer.
Alexa, I'm gonna choke you out. Stop.
Bitch, I'm gonna toss you out.
This motherfucker is a lion. Anyways.
Has it ever failed on you trying to do something?
It failed on me once, but it was because the lights had gone out.
The power had gone out.
Yeah, the power had gone out. So it reset the alarm for the next day. There was no alarm. I got up late. I got up and I was like, "Hey Siri, what time is it?" And she told me, and I was like, "You bitch! You didn't wake me up."
7 p.m.
Wow, that wouldn't even.
That wasn't even Alexa. That was Siri chiming in for. I wonder if they would.
Actually, you said Siri.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. See, I got too many robots in my life. Need to simplify. Go back to just a regular old alarm. Them little ones with the red dots. Everybody had them.
I still got them. That's what we still rock.
Really?
The red numbers of the little red dots.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, my parents had one of those. My dad had a little one before he passed away.
But the worst part is, again, back to the snooze. Trying to find the snooze button. You're like tapping it.
Yeah, because you gotta memorize where it's at.
Exactly.
The fucking thing about me, though, is that I have, like, I just use my phone. So I'll set, like, it's bad, but I have, like, 8 alarms in the morning. I set them 3 hours in advance, and they're all 15 minutes apart.
Really?
Because I'll tap my fucking snooze button in my sleep. I don't have to wake up to turn my alarm off.
So I'm buying one of those the alarms that roll off the edge of the counter that you have it on,
right?
And just roam around the room and make your ass get up to turn it off. That'd be good for me. Maybe that'd be a good Christmas present for you.
I'll throw it in the trash. Give me one of the ones that I can shoot.
It's one of those. You
way.
just need one of the clocks, the old school ones, and you put it on the furthest spot away from the bed.
Nah, I'm sick of those, man.
So you got to actually get up and turn it off.
I had to do that in middle school and in high school. I had one of those. But in middle school, I had bunk beds. And I was on the top bunk, and that shit was across the room. So by the time I got across the room, I was like, fuck, now I got to climb up a ladder to get back to my bed that I can't even sit up in because I'll hit the fucking ceiling. Like, fine, I'll just go take a shower and get ready.
That reminds me when I was in high school, the alarm clock. I remember telling myself, the first day of school after I graduated, so like as if I was supposed to go to school,
right?
I was going to get up and grab that alarm clock by the cord,
fucking throw it,
swing it, and just slam it against the ground. Just as, like a little victory.
As a fuck you.
But then I think by then I got a job and I was like, I need that clock.
That clock making me money now. I can't fucks with it. So you have 2 kids, right?
Yes.
So how often during the day does your kid is their phone dead?
I think it's been a while since their phones have died.
Like they do, like normal people, and charge them overnight, right?
Overnight, yeah, and they'll keep them on a charger during the day, stuff like that. It's been a long time since.
Don't you fucking dare do what you're about to do.
So this kid,
this one right here,
yeah, half the time during the, oh shit, I gotta plug it. Him and Milo. Oh shit, I gotta plug it in. It's gonna die.
No bullshit. I'm better about that. My phone hadn't been dead during the day in a long time. Fucking admit it. Admit it right now. Admit right now that my phone.
He plugs it in at night when he goes to bed and he watches YouTube videos.
But now I can watch it on my TV, so I'm better about it keeping it charged.
And before he used to just let it go, and he'll fall asleep with the fucking YouTube video on in the background.
That's because I was paying for premium, and with premium, it doesn't stop the video when the screen turns off. But now I don't pay for premium, and I have YouTube on my TV, which turns off on its own after being idle for a minute. So,
isn't it like 4 hours, 3 hours?
No, mine's after an hour and a half.
Did you ever do that when you had a? That was the big thing when you had a TV. You could set the timer, your sleeper timer.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Countdown timer. Mm-hmm. I remember back in the day, on Friday nights. I would go out on Friday night, and I'm talking 21, 22. I would have to set the VCR to record, like it was a Def Comedy Jam.
Oh yeah.
And so I would have to set the VCR, and then I would have to set the TV. But somehow I don't remember how I did it. I'd have to cut the screen off the TV, but leave it on that channel.
Right.
Because the VCR would only record, what's playing on the TV.
Right.
And I would tell my mom, don't use the TV tonight. Every Friday night, just watch TV in your bed. Because, I didn't want to watch it when I got home the next day or something.
Fuck.
So, I don't remember how I did it, though, to cut the screen off and leave the channel playing in the background. I don't remember how I did it.
No, because the TV had to be on 3 so that it would play the VCR, right?
No,
and then you put the channel on the VCR that you wanted to record.
No, because it was a premium channel. It was like HBO. So the VCR didn't go up that high. So the VCR, I think, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember how that worked either. We didn't have premium channels, so
but I remember having to...
barely had channel 3.
Yeah.
I remember having to work it, like set the record schedule on the VCR and leave the TV on that channel. So when the VCR kicked on to record, it would record that channel.
How different was shit for us? I remember having to record off of fucking tape off the radio.
Oh, yeah.
And you had to be good. Boy,
If a song came on?
Yep.
And you get mad because the radio announcer was all in the beginning?
Hey, let's get off the fucking radio, guys, okay? They were just doing their fucking jobs. They got to hit the post, okay? Leave them alone. It's all right. I understand what they're doing now. But I used to fuck around. I used to do that shit in my room, as a matter of fact. I'd be sitting there watching it, and I'd hear a song, and I'd do the radio announcer's job between songs back then. Be like, hey, you're listening to Power 100.5. My name is Miguel.
I remember recording albums onto cassettes.
Oh, yeah?
And then getting a typewriter.
Oh, to make the label?
To make the label, so it's like legit.
Right.
And now the label was that sticker that you could, you put it in, then you stick it on the cassette. But then I would also type on the card that came in the jewel case for the cassette.
Damn, you was doing it legit.
Oh, dude.
You were serious about it.
I would get the TDK Golds or the Maxell. Was it Maxell?
Yep,
Maxell Golds.
Those were good, dude.
Yeah.
And then Sony came out with the ones that were like yellow and magenta and purple.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
The see-through ones?
Yeah.
What was your most bought album?
I don't know.
Mine was probably the Beastie Boys back then. Because you'd fast forward and rewind that shit all the time. All the time. So, let's ask, if you were deserted on a desert island, what one album would you want?
One album.
Are you sure there ain't shit in that coffee?
He said, one Alabama.
One album. This is going to be a little odd.
Okay.
Because it's got various artists on it.
Okay.
It'll probably be a soundtrack.
Okay. I'm with you.
I ain't gonna lie. It might be Grease.
Really?
Dog, Grease got some hits on it. Grease is the word. White Lightning.
Grease Lightning.
Grease Lightning. Sandra D.
Summer Lovin'. Summer Lovin'.
Dog.
It happened so
Stranded
fast.
at the drive-in.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then a couple of Sha Na Na joints on there too, right?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, wow, dude. You really surprised me with that.
It might just have to be I think I've said this before. My movie of choice, my favorite movie is The Warriors.
Right?
I know that soundtrack back to front.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. Saturday Night Fever. That's another soundtrack.
Stay alive. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
How Deep Is More Than a Woman by two different artists.
What about Purple Rain? No. Oh, you're not a big fan of Prince, right?
No, I'm a fan, but not like
that.
Not like that.
What about Juice with Tupac and Janet Jackson? Just Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Juice. Oh,
Belly?
Man. Oh no, you did not say Belly.
New Jack City?
New Jack City didn't have too many hits on it.
I didn't like that movie.
New Jack City?
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It was aight, but it was New York gangsters. It was,
Belly was horrible.
Rockabye, baby. That was the best line in that whole fucking movie. Where that girl jumped out of that little...
I don't remember it all that well.
No?
But it wasn't that great of a movie.
And my brother's keeper.
At the end of Juice. You got the juice now.
I don't remember watching those. I didn't watch Above the Rim.
Above the Rim wasn't my,
you know what I mean?
Flick.
What about you, Sebastian? What would be the one Abalam that you'd want with you if you were on a deserted island?
Guess.
Back in Black.
No.
Oh.
It's a different Black album, but it's the Black Album by Metallica.
You know what the funny thing is? I was going to say that,
album.
but I was
which
like,
one?
that would be too obvious.
Which
Right.
one?
The Black Album.
Dude, that's the best one. I can listen to every song on that album.
That's where they broke through. That's where they crossed
Yeah.
over.
Right.
That's where they sold out.
Yeah. Whatever.
If you could have one food on that island,
I don't know. That one's harder.
I can eat pizza all day.
so it'd be pizza for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably do
All
pizza
day.
too.
Is there a specific pizza, like place or flavor, or just anything?
Upper crust for local.
And would it just be just a pepperoni pizza, cheese?
It could be just cheese. It could be pepperoni.
Really?
I'm a cross between plain pepperoni, and then my wife likes the pepperoni, mushroom, and red onion. So, but sometimes I just like it plain.
Okay. All right.
But before I forget, you mentioned album, and I've been meaning to ask you this, especially with the awards that just been going through.
Right.
When they're giving out awards at the Grammys, there's album of the year,
Correct.
there's record of the year.
Correct.
What's the difference?
An album is the whole fucking... It's an album. It's the whole disc. Like every song you got on, like you did a great job on all the songs.
Okay.
Record of the year is one song.
So why wouldn't they just say song of the year? And isn't there an award for song of the year?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Well, there's one for each category. Like best hip hop song, best fucking country song, best duet.
Okay.
But then they have like that best record is like the best of the best. Feel me?
Yeah, I do.
Because each one has its own category, and then they put those winners up against each other, and to see who beat all of them out. It's like a battle royale. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you used that word correctly.
You know, I went to the Grammys once. Did I tell you about that shit?
I'm not sure if you did.
Went to the Grammys, and I sat next to what's his name?
Oh.
Jeremy.
Piven?
No, the porn star.
Ron Jeremy?
Ron Jeremy. There you go.
Really?
Yeah, I sat next to Ron Jeremy. Up in the nosebleed sections.
Guess who else was sitting next to him?
Yeah, my ex-wife.
That would be my mother. Sat next to Ron Jeremy, who was
She know
sitting
who he
next to my
was?
dad.
You know what? I don't remember. I'm not going to put her on blast like that. I don't remember if she did. Quite honestly, I really don't. But there was a lot of shit to that whole fucking going and the whole traumatic situation about going to the goddamn Grammys. Want to hear it?
Sure.
I've
I
said
mean,
it before,
more
but-
importantly, how'd you even get a ticket?
So I was working for Clear Channel in Bakersfield. I was doing mornings at the time, and we had just hit number 2 morning drive, beating the guy that I used to work with, and my program director came to me and said, "Hey, you want to go to the Grammys? I got 2 extra tickets." I said, "Cool." He says, you got the hotel. It's already paid for. Everything's done.
Damn.
There'll be a limo here at the station to pick us up at such and such a time. I was like, get the fuck out. He said, yeah, all right, cool. So I was excited, dude. Like, I didn't show, like, here's my thing. Like, when I was doing radio, like, I wasn't a fanboy. I didn't allow myself to, like, this is my home. You come to my job. We do shit my way. Like, woo, woo, woo. You star out there. I'm a star in here. Like, anyways. So I didn't show like I was excited about going, right? And I went home and I saw, I was like, hey, guess what? We're going to the fucking Grammys, yo. And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm not going. What do you mean you're not going? I said, yeah, look, here's some money. Go get you a nice dress. Go, whatever it is you want to wear. Go get you something nice. Go get your hair done. Like, we going. We got a limo that's going to take us all the way down to, we're staying at the big Hollywood Hotel next to the House of Blues. They just redid it, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to go. What the fuck you mean you don't? She said, because my anxiety is gonna be through the roof. I said, baby, you ain't gonna run into nobody. We're gonna be in the nosebleed section. There ain't nothing to worry about. We're gonna walk in. They're gonna put us in the top highest seat in the place, and we ain't gonna see nobody. We'll get out. We'll go back to the hotel. It'd be cool, right? She said, okay. She says, but if I end up on the fucking red carpet, it's over. I'm done. All right. I said, we're not going to get anywhere fucking near that, I'm telling you. So we're in a limo, and we're going down to the Staples Center, because that's where it was at. And my boss ended up with 2 extra tickets. So there was scalpers all along the row, right? So she was like, hey, I got 2 extra tickets. Sell them to those dudes, and we'll split the cash. Like, right on. So I rolled down the window. My wife said, get your ass back in the fucking limo. Stop it and say, hey, relax. You're just going to get a couple extra bucks. Cool. Don't worry about it. So she's trying to fucking pull me in. I sell the tickets for $150, right? We split $75 each. Cool, right? So now his date was a record rep. So when you go somewhere with somebody from a record label, they take care of you. They want to make sure that they treat you right. Shit's lavish. They get you taken care of. I wasn't comfortable with that, was because I didn't know if that was a date for him or if he was with a record rep. You feel me? So I wasn't sure if he was paying for their shit or if she was still dropping for everybody, right? So we go, and the fucking limo driver starts following these blacked out SUVs, right? And she's like, if we end up on the fucking red carpet, I'm going to kill you. So, baby, don't worry. We don't have those kind of tickets. We ain't going to get anywhere near that shit. So sure enough, the dude, hey, we pulled up, and there was security. Hey, where were those guys? Oh, okay, go ahead. Go on through. All of a sudden, I'm like, fuck, we're going to the red carpet. Right? So we passed another. Yeah, where were those guys? Mingo, if we go to the fucking red carpet, I swear to God, I'm going to fucking kill you. So don't worry about it. If we get there, just follow my lead. Don't look at anybody in the face. So if somebody tries to look at you, you look at them and turn away like they shouldn't be looking at you. I said, I got it. Just act like you belong. We'll be cool. She said, I swear to God, if we get on the fucking red carpet and we get up and they make us turn around, I'm leaving. I'm like, look, I get it, but I got it. Don't worry about it. We cool. So you got to understand, like, the company. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever talk to anybody, like, that's the company we work for, right? So sure enough, we get up to the fucking red carpet. And the limo driver gets out, opens the door. The fucking dudes from NSYNC are there.
Wow.
There was a couple other big artists that were there in front of us, and she was like, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I so fucking hate you. I said, just remember what I told you. Just follow my lead. Just act like you belong. I got it. So I'm following my boss and his date, right? So they get up there, hand the tickets. They go in, no problem. So I'm walking in, and it's this dude that looks like Ivan, like 6'3", just this big burly black dude, right? And I'm like, okay, I got this. So we walk up, and I hand him the tickets. He said, yo, these tickets aren't for here. I said, look, dude. I said, that was my boss and his date. I said, I'm going in with them. He said, who do you work for? I said, I work for Clear Channel. Oh, go ahead. Cool. I grabbed her, walked in. Dude, she had my arm by the tips of her fingers. She had her nails done. I had marks on the inside of my arm for like a month from where she was squeezing the shit out of my arm. And right when we got off, the two regular guys that nobody really knows, the really like the knotted hair and one of the white guys for NSYNC was in front of us,
okay.
right? And then Justin and one of the other guys showed up, and they were behind us. Right, so I couldn't we had to get in that motherfucker. So I thought, yeah, I'm with Clear Channel. Oh, okay, go ahead. Cool. She says, I can't fucking believe that worked. I said, you just keep your head down. Let me got it. I got it. We're good. So finally we get inside, and they had better seats down below. We were way up in the top. And we stood there for a while. We saw J-Lo, we saw Outkast, we saw a couple of them cats there at the Grammy. Alicia Keys, she won big that year. She was walking through everybody, taking pictures and shit. I should have said I was fluffy. You know what I mean? Like, hey. But so, anyways, we got through everything. I just want to go sit down. All right, fine. So we get back. We go to where we were supposed to be. We get up top, and we go to sit down. I said, hey, that's Ron Jeremy. Who's that? Come on. Everybody knows who the fuck that is. Especially now with the internet, everybody knows who Ron Jeremy is. Don't fucking lie. Oh, is that porn guy? Yup. So we sat there, and he must have felt us looking at him because he got up and left, because I was like, I want to talk to the cat, dude. Like, when in your life are you ever going to sit next to fucking Ron Jeremy? Right? So I figured I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to try to fucking strike up a conversation, but he left before I had a chance. So we sit there, we go through fucking dinner, or we go through the show, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It's really a trip, by the way, if you've never been. So what happens is they have the chairs down for the winners and in front of the stage, right? So they're filming, it's live, cut, you got 3 minutes for commercials, 2 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So then what they do is they take, like, people want to go get a drink or they want to get up to go to the bathroom, they have people on the side for placeholders. So people go sit down that way. If they don't make it back in time, there's somebody sitting in the seat that doesn't look empty.
Right.
I was like,
I've heard about
shit,
that
that's
before.
cool. And then, they'd get to meet the stars that they were taking place for and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's what we should do. That's what we should have been doing. She said, no, we shouldn't even fucking be here. So I'm like, all right, dude, relax. So then we leave, right? We meet out front, and, hey, we're going to go to, what was the name of the place? The Ivy. And it's in Beverly Hills. It's like right on the fucking... Right on, what is it, Rodeo Drive? Is what it's called? And so it's like right downtown, right? So and it's got this little white picket fence. It's kind of dope. There was another dude with the radio station with us, and he starts smoking weed before we get there, right? And he's smoking a joint out in front of the restaurant. Right, just fucking lit up, like happy, having a good time. The owner came out. Hey, bro, don't fucking disrespect the place like this. You walk half a block that way and smoke your shit. Don't be doing that shit. Oh, my bad. I wasn't even thinking about it. So we finally get inside, and they sit us down. And now I'm shitting a brick, right? Because we took like $50. I made $75. We spent $25 there getting a couple of drinks at the Grammys. So we're sitting on $100, right? I'm like, look, dude, I've never been to this place, so I don't know how expensive it is. But this is where fucking stars come to hobnob, so I'm assuming it's going to be fairly pricey. So let's just split a plate. And she said, fine. We shouldn't even be here. Like, she was just down on the whole thing, right? So we sit down, dude, and not 5 minutes later does fucking Jessica Simpson walk in. Oh, my God, dude. The most absolute gorgeous,
here we go,
most gorgeous woman ever. Like, she was really, really pretty on the fucking show and on TV. Dude, she's just as gorgeous in person. Like, just, and this is gonna sound really fucking stupid, but like, she had this like fucking white aura around her. Like, she was just like angelic, bro. Like, she was like gorgeous, right? And I'm just sitting there like, you know what I mean? And my wife's like trying to fucking pinch me. I didn't feel shit, dude. I was like, that's fucking Jessica Simpson, yo. Like, fuck, you know what I mean? And then, so she stood there chopping it up with us for a minute because she knew the record label lady. And so she signed like matchbooks and shit for us and whatnot. And she went and sat down. Janet Jackson walked in. She said hi, just real meek. Very Michael Jackson-ish. And then who else? I tell you, who else was it that came in?
I don't remember.
I think it was J-Lo that came in, and she walked by like she really was kind of snotty or whatever. But I just sat there and we're sharing a steak. And the lady was like, no, you guys order what you want. I got it. It's on the company credit card and this and that.
Damn.
I was like, fucking hey, bro, let me get a beer. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. We're going to fucking have a good time. So we finish eating and we leave, right? She's like, I just want to go back to the goddamn room. I was like, all right, dude, all right, chill. So we go back to the hotel. Well, there happens to be a fucking after party at the hotel. So we pull up, they drop us off at the door, and who's standing outside the fucking door? But the same guy from NSYNC with the curly hair, right? And I was like, oh shit, I said, that's your dude from NSYNC. Go talk to him. I just want to go to the goddamn room. Okay. So we're walking in, and I don't know, did you ever see the show Reba?
Reba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple episodes, not like...
Remember the beautiful blonde daughter?
No.
God damn.
This is Reba McEntire, right?
No, it was Reba, and she had...
No, I'm saying it was her show, Reba McEntire.
Yeah, it was her show.
Yeah.
But then she had...
no, I don't remember the cast.
Oh, okay. The girl, gorgeous. But anyways, she was there, and she's pregnant. I was like, hey, there's a girl from fucking Reba. Go chat with her. I want to go to the room. And I'm like, fuck, man. I look over in the bar, and the bar is fucking packed, dude. Like, you could see Snoop, Alicia Keys was there, Outkast was there. I'm like, look. I said, I'm going to take you upstairs. You can order whatever you want. I can't miss out on it. Like, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm never going to go to the fucking Grammys again. And we got upstairs, and you pull open the curtains, and there was on the 13th floor, 14th floor, there was a outside pool, right? And they put that big glass decking in the pool, so it's a dance floor now, right? And you could look down, and it's fucking packed. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna deal with whatever comes my way. I'm going downstairs. So I fucking went downstairs, and I'm sitting there, and my boss shows up, and we're fucking sitting there talking. Ended up talking with Andre 3000 for a minute. I talked to Alicia Keys for a second. She's ghetto as fuck, by the way. Just to let you know. That prim and proper bullshit. There was one interview that she did where she was really ghetto and talked ghetto, and that's really her. But it was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. Just because she was just unhappy, and she was just trying to make the trip miserable. When I said, man, if you just let go, I swear you'll have a good time. Ain't nothing gonna happen. You're not gonna get hurt. Just go down and enjoy yourself. Get a couple drinks in you. I'll go down there and get a fucking joint from somebody if you need. Like, you know, we go down and we'll be cool. You know what I mean? Nah, she didn't want to go. So I went down for a couple of hours just to kind of, you know, hobnob and bullshit with everybody, and I went back upstairs. But like, I'm not gonna miss that entire opportunity because you have anxiety and you don't want to come kick it. Like this, like I said, it's a once in a lifetime. Like, there was one time she her anxiety's really bad, bro. Like I had never. Fuck, we didn't anxiety. What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
hear you.
And so there was a concert coming to the church that she grew up in, and it was of a group, a Christian group that she listened to. And she's like, well, maybe you can give me some tickets for that, and we'll go to that. I was like, all right, cool. I'll see what I can do. And I hated my boss at the time. But I went to him and I said, hey, I got kind of an odd request. So the guys are on the Sony label. They're coming to my old lady's church. She wants to go. Can you get us some passes? Whatever you can do, I'd appreciate it. He said, "Wow, that's a lot of strings we're going to have to pull. You're going to owe me."
For a Christian group?
Yeah. I was like, bro, come on. All you got to do is call and wait for them to be done laughing and then tell them what you need. And give them the address to where to send the shit. Like, it is what it is. And about a month later, I walked in and he told the guy that I was working, "Hey, you can go ahead and go home. You can go ahead and go. I'm going to sit with me and go for a minute." It's like, fuck. So then the dude leaves and he shut the door. Cool. She shut the door and he pulls out this box, bro. And he had fucking T-shirts. He had backstage passes. He had CDs. He had booty, bro. Like, he had shit. You know what I mean? And he had, there's 4 tickets. I could only get 2 backstage passes. So either you and her, or her and a friend can go back there. There's T-shirts for them to get signed. Here's some CDs. Here's some posters. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever else he had. I don't even remember what it was. I was like, God damn. So I go home. And I'm like, cool, this is going to be cool, right? So I go home and I tell her, hey, look, here's blah, blah, blah. Here's this, and that. Invite the neighbors if that's who you want to go, and, we'll go have a good time. All right, cool. So time passes, and it's the day of the concert. We stayed the night at her mom's house. We drive to the church, and I pull in the church, and literally, as the front tires hit the pavement of the driveway, she pulled her legs up into her chest, started crying, and said, "Get me the fuck out of here. Get me out of here." And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Get me out of here. We just got here. I thought you wanted to fucking go see these guys. I do. Just get me the fuck out of here. I'm like, what? You're not going to understand. Just get me out of here. I don't want to go. And I'm like, and now I'm getting fucking mad, right? Because it's like, dude, do you understand the torture I had to go through to get this bullshit?
Right.
Like, this dude's a fucking prick. Right? And I fucking owe him for a pair of fucking, and now you don't want to fucking go? What do you mean? Like, just get me out of here. So, all right, cool. So we drove out of there, drove across the street to the fucking Home Depot parking lot. So I'm like, all right, the jig is up. What the fuck is going on? What's wrong with you? It's just my anxiety, and I don't understand what that means. What do you mean? Well, you won't understand. They're just thoughts that I have that are just, you just won't understand. They're just out there. And I'm like, wish I would have known this several years ago. What do you mean by thought? Like, what do you mean thoughts? Like, you want to go in there and fucking shank everybody with a fucking cross? Like, what do you mean? Well, what if we go in there and there's a fire? I said, well, it just so happens my father's in code enforcement, and I happen to know that those buildings have to have an irrigation system. So if there is a fire, sprinklers will turn on and turn out the flames of that fire.
And before you ask, yes, it's that bad.
Well, I was actually going to ask, is she still like that?
I don't know if she's still like that, but...
Well, from what I understand, she drinks more, so that could, quell the...
Also, they don't go to a lot of places either.
So you've experienced it?
From what I remember, yeah, there have been... And she's done it to me like, well, what if this happens? Well, what if this happens? And, the same thing. Well, there's always a way out of it. Well, what if there's not a way? There will be a way. So she doesn't like when you have an answer. That pisses her off.
Like they're irrational fears, bro. Like, we're sitting there, she said, yeah, but if there's a fire and they're going to trample us to get out. I said, dude, we'll sit in the back by the doors, and I guarantee you, look at me, nobody's going to trample us. You just stand in front of me, I'll make sure you get the fuck out. It's that easy. We get you to the car and we'll get the fuck out. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze.
Also, we're in a house of the Lord.
Yeah.
He wouldn't set his own house on fire.
So get this, right? I'm going... I don't know. He let his own son fucking die on a cross. Like, you know what I mean? So anyways, finally calm her down, dude. 25 minutes. Calm her down. Okay, I'm ready to go. All right. You could have done this fucking an hour ago. Anyways. So we pull into the parking lot. She gets out, right? She sees her fucking friend, and it's like there was absolutely no fucking fear at all. Oh, where are the backstage passes? Do you have the shirts and the CDs? We're going to go back there. Like, where was this shit 45 fucking minutes ago? It was really odd to me. Like I said, nobody in my life had ever described anxiety or verbalized having anxiety. So somebody tell me I have anxiety. What the fuck does that mean? It just means you're scared. It just means you're afraid of the unknown. Just fucking let's talk about the things you think that could happen. I'll tell you how they won't, and then we can go fucking enjoy ourselves. Is your wife like that? Does she have any anxiety?
No.
Your wife seems fearless to me. And as far as I remember from being in school, I mean, we all kind of grew up the same way where shit was haphazard. Nobody wore fucking helmets. We all, we all jumped off a fucking unsafe.
No, yeah, no, not at all. And honestly, a lot of it is, not to toot my own horn, but it, like you were saying, I'm with you. What she knows, if I'm with her, nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
So.
Maybe she thought I was going to shove her down and save myself.
It's one of those things.
Because you probably would have.
I don't have to run fast. I just have to run faster than you.
What's funny is, dude, I loved your mom, and I still do. Like, it's not like yes, I have hatred for her. I have all those.
Damn.
It's true, right? But at the same time, if she needed something, if something was going on. You're the mother of my kids.
Right,
you know what I mean? I gotta help you out. You know what I mean? I can't be that big of a dick, right? But okay, I can, but that's besides the point.
You can, but you can't. Anyways.
Right. So it's like, I don't know, dude. I never fucking understood that, and it used to bug the shit out of me, dude. Like I get it that you have but I never understood the fear, and I could never wrap my mind around. And I would tell her, like, these guys too, sometimes they'd be like, yeah, Dad, but what if this? Well, then you do this. So you have to have, like, there's nothing wrong with having fear, because fear is natural. And without fear, you would die, right? Because you're just going to do stupid shit all the time.
Well.
So having a healthy fear is okay. But a healthy fear also, you have to have the other end of it to be able to say, okay, so if this happens, I'm going to do this. If this happens, I do this. And as you start going through these things in life, you build the confidence to know, okay, good, I'm good.
Yeah, but when you say if this happens, I do this. If this happens, I do that. I mean,
Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
No, it's more like, do you walk into a restaurant and say, okay, there's the exit in case something happens. I'm going over there.
No, but I don't sit with my back to the door.
Yeah, I try not to do that either.
Never have. But I walk in, I know where. All right, I know there's the exit. There's the exit. Not like,
but it's not a matter of fact of pointing it out.
Yeah, but it's not. Nor is it. Okay, if a fire breaks out, and what am I doing?
No.
Okay.
It's not fear-based. It's just acknowledging where you are. You know what I mean? Preemptive, I guess, would be the better verbiage to use. Weird,
crazy.
right?
Yeah, very.
You don't do that when you walk into a restaurant, or you just...
Oh, well, yeah. But again, what I was trying to get to is when you said, okay, if this happens, you think about you do this. If this is going to happen, you give your scenarios and then you give your way out.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't walk into a restaurant thinking, okay, if a shooter comes in, what am I going to do? If this happens, no, I don't do that.
Right.
But yeah,
right. But again, but then again, that's because you're 50 years old. You've lived this long. Nothing's killed you yet. So fuck whatever. I can deal with whatever comes my way. Right.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing, dude. Like, but you have to live life in order to understand how to survive life. And if you don't let yourself have those opportunities, you're going to be scared for the rest of your life and not do anything.
So you never asked her if something happened to her when she was growing up that caused this?
I really didn't. I didn't want to have the conversation anymore. Because I didn't understand. Because she was right. It was an irrational fear. And no matter what he said was right. No matter what I told her. And no matter how I went about explaining it to her, it wasn't going through.
She wasn't going to get it.
Yeah. She wanted to have the fear. She was okay with having that fear and didn't want to change it. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, fuck it then. Keep your fear. I'm going down to the bar.
How many years in a marriage was this?
Well, I was working for Clear Channel at the time, so that was about 4 years, about halfway through the marriage.
Nice.
But I stuck around for another 4.5 years, so I got to get some kind of fucking credit for that, right? Jesus Christ.
You mentioned earlier about was it Alicia Keys or someone signing like matchbooks, stuff like that?
That was
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Were you the type of person that would want to get somebody's autograph? Because I never found I never really understood the fascination with that.
Yeah. No, I was, and that kind of goes back.
But on the flip side, I understand if it's a record by the artist and the artist signed it.
Right.
Okay, I kind of get it. But like a piece of paper, hey, can you sign this? What's the point of that?
I think the one that was one of my biggest treasures probably is when they did the concert in my name in Bakersfield, and it was Luda, Nate Dogg, Snoop, Warren G, and all those guys were there. I have pictures of them signing the shirt. You know what I mean? Like that means something to me. You know what I mean?
I've got I don't know if I told this story. My wedding invitation. Do you recall this at all? The day I got married, Griselda was my wife's maid of honor.
Okay.
And, when you're getting married, you got 100 things racing through your head.
Right.
And so before the actual ceremony, if I remember correctly, she gave me my invitation, the invitation that you got sent out. It's that thick paper. And,
right.
And I literally remember her talking to me, but it was like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Right.
It's just guac, 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 and I didn't know what she was saying. And she gave it to me, and I folded it, and I put it in my jacket pocket because I knew it was important for some reason. I just didn't know why, because why is she giving it to me? But again, I wasn't paying any attention.
Right.
And it wasn't until like a week later that I saw it, and it said congratulations, something, and it had a signature. Still didn't know what it was. And I don't know if it was my wife that told me or if Griselda had told me. She went to like a Pat Benatar concert, like right before our wedding.
Really?
And Pat Benatar signed it and said, congratulations, Pat Benatar. And then when she said Pat Benatar, I looked at it, like, oh yeah, that does say Pat Benatar. Because you know how signatures can get all jacked up. So I thought it was cool after that.
Right.
So we had made a one of those collage picture frames, and it's not a collage, it's like a circle, a square, you just throw pictures in it.
Right.
And so one of them has the
signature,
that invitation with the signature in it, but you can see the creases in the paper because, like I said, I have folded it up and put it in my pocket.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, actually, now that's cool. Yeah, but again, to sign a piece of paper, hey, could you sign this for me? Is like, what?
Yeah, that really.
I can't fanboy like that.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do. To fanboy like that for me, anyways. I'm not really big on.
I was at Disneyland once, and I was actually leaving, walking out, and it was like towards the end of the day. So you still get your stragglers that come in, for a few hours. And I saw this dude walking towards me. He had glasses on. He was pushing a baby cart, and his wife was like really attractive. And I'm like, I know this dude. He's like famous. And as he started getting closer, I'm like, I know that dude. And it was the drummer from Metallica. It was Lars.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh, shit. And I didn't want to blow him up because he's walking into Disneyland.
Right.
And, like, nobody has seen him yet. I mean, obviously, he's just walking in. But I was like, I didn't want to blow him up. I was like, hey, let me get a picture. But, yeah, I let him
Missed
go.
your opportunity, dog.
Yeah, I'm not that much of a fanboy.
I would have been. We went to Universal once. It wasn't with you. It was with Nana and Papa, I'm pretty sure. And we saw, remember that show, Practical Jokers? We saw one of the guys from that show. It was Q. He was walking in sunglasses. I recognized him fucking clear as day.
Wow. Well, we were at fucking Walmart right down here, dude.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
The dude from Alaskan Bush People.
One of those guys.
What was his name?
He was here for rehab.
Yeah. He was here at the Betty Ford Clinic. We said hi. Took a picture with him. Said, dude, if my fucking mom was here, dude, you'd be like fucking... You wouldn't be going anywhere.
God.
Really?
Yeah, you'd be sitting down having fucking food with her. Like, she'd ask you all kinds of shit. But he was cool. He was a cool kid. He was cool. I call him kid. He was probably my fucking age.
Yeah.
I don't remember any scene. I know I've seen some. I saw like P. Diddy once. He was doing we were in New York, and he was doing like a Broadway show.
Okay.
And we were walking past, and I guess the Broadway show was coming out. Like it ended because there was actually people already outside, under the marquee and so forth.
Right.
And he came walking out and signing autographs and stuff. I was like, oh shit, there's P. Diddy.
Not a big P. Diddy fan. Let me ask you a question. If you could party with one star, who would it be?
Huh.
Like you gotta watch TV or watch a movie and you'd be like, I bet you that motherfucker's fun to party with.
I don't know. Off the top of my head.
I got a couple.
Like who?
Sebastian?
I
Anybody?
don't know. I can't think of anybody either.
Like if I was going to fucking either Vegas or the Mediterranean, like if I was going to the Mediterranean, I'd fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. And that motherfucker, I bet you parties hard, bro. And if I was going to Vegas or fucking Laughlin, Jeremy Piven. That motherfucker, I bet you he's exactly like he is in the movies. I bet you a big cocaine freak, dude. Bet you that dude parties like nobody's business.
It's weird how you pull out Jeremy Piven because he's not, he's a star. I don't think he's no longer A-list if he even was A-list.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You know who else I think would be interesting to party with? Is fucking Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, he'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, he'd be fucking fun, right?
Yeah,
like,
he'd be funny.
He'd be like the kind of dude, like, you know what? Him and his family are fucking vacationing in Malibu, and you walk by and you say hi or whatever, and he's barbecuing and shit. Oh, well, come on up. Bring your family. Next thing you know, you're fucking partying the weekend with Vince Vaughn and his family.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Rocking out with fucking Guitar Hero and his fucking, you know what I mean?
Dude, his early career, you seen Swingers?
Yeah.
Dude, you seen Made?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes. That was one other person I was thinking about
Both
it today.
those movies are excellent.
Hell yeah. I don't know if I could party with him, but it'd be interesting to watch.
Robert Downey Jr. before Iron Man.
Ooh, fuck that. He partied way too hard.
Robert Downey Jr. less than zero.
Oh, yeah?
That was back in the day.
I remember, do you remember when, just in the small part he played in Back to School?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Or Weird Science.
He was in that movie?
Yeah, he was
shit.
he was one of the dudes that were pouring the liquid over what's his name?
I don't remember the movie that well.
You don't remember that? Oh, that fucking movie was one of the shits back in the day, bro.
It was. I remember it being very popular.
My ass, but otherwise I'm all right.
I don't remember it that well.
Oh man, it's great. You need to watch it. Did you watch the Upshaws yet on Netflix?
I saw the first episode. I told my wife, they say that remind me, that guy reminds me of them, or that guy reminds them of me.
There you go.
And she couldn't see it. I couldn't either.
Keep watching a couple episodes in. It takes a couple episodes for your character to kick in.
You ever watch Blackish?
I didn't like that show, dude.
I have a sister-in-law that says the dad. I remind her of the dad.
Really?
The dad reminds her of me.
Cause he kind of bougie, I can see. You know what? I don't like. It's the mom on the show that I don't care for. I think that bothers
Really?
me. Yeah, that lady bugs the shit out of me. I don't know why. Just the way she looks.
Wow, that's...
Well, she got it like a wandering eye.
Maybe that's what it is.
She does have one.
Cause that shit. I've always fucked up eyes. I can't fuck with you.
Wow.
I remember somebody's.
I understand, and it is fucked up.
It is.
I get it, but I know where you're coming from because it's like,
where are you looking at?
yeah, and dude, that's so wrong. But I get it. I totally get it.
And then there's those people like, see, lazy eyes come in like different stages. You know what I mean? Like you have people that have like, the shit is just going to park in the corner no matter what time of day it is.
You know how on an RC car on the bottom, if you look at it, it's got that fucking meter that goes from left to right?
Yeah.
depends on how hard it fucking turns.
Right.
It's either all the way in the corner, just off to the fucking side, or in the other corner.
Yep. And then there's those people that start off with their eye right in the middle, and as the day wears on, it gets fucking tired and weak, and ends up in the corner pocket.
I knew a girl who had a lazy eye, but it's like it wanted to stay on target, so it was off to the left just a little bit.
Fucking
You could see
stuttering
it
eye.
snap to the fucking snap front and center. It was fucking hard to talk to her. You had to look her right in the right. You had to look her right in the right eye.
Yeah, it's. I feel bad even talking about it, but yeah, dude, it does.
I remember the first conversation I had with her. I caught myself doing this. What are you looking at?
It's like a fucking typewriter eye and shit.
One of my uncles in New York, his son had a lazy eye, and I don't know if they corrected it because he was real young. They had him, they made him wear a patch on the good eye to make the
strengthen the other one.
Yeah, strengthen the lazy eye, and I don't know if it worked.
I remember, and I don't know who I was working for at the time, but those motherfuckers sent me somewhere, and I had to meet with somebody that had a fucking lazy eye. And I was like, you motherfuckers, dude, you can't send me to go talk to somebody and not tell me that they got either a fucking... I need to know, A, do they have an accent? B, do they fucking stutter, or do they have cross-eyed? Like, because there was this one lady, too, like, she was really pretty, bro, and she wore glasses. That bitch one time took her glasses off to clean the lenses, and cockeyed, bro, straight to the center, both of them. I was like, God damn.
I used to work with a dude when I worked in the rental car business. We were washing cars, and he was like a cholo type, and he would always wear like some essay glasses, sunglasses, like blacked out ones, the Lokes. And
Better fuck off them Lokes.
he took them off once, and one of his eyes was cross-eyed, and then like we were cool, and I went to his house a couple of times, and like all his pictures throughout the house that he was in, he had the glasses on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so he
knows.
Right. Yeah, this one time I had an interview in Riverside, and I had to go meet the program director. It was for a radio gig, so I had to go meet him for lunch or whatever. And they didn't tell me. And this dude like knew me really well that set this shit up, right? So he fucking set me up. So the dude had a stutter. And when he ate, he ordered a burger and French fries, and he poured ketchup all over his fries, and then like another puddle on the side, and he would dip his burger, and then he'd take the French fries that were covered in ketchup and still dip them in the ketchup like up to his fingers, and he'd have shit all over his mouth while he's talking. I'm like, I can't. And then he stuttered, and you're like, fuck. And the guy was like, he's saying something, and I fucking chime in, and no, that's not what I was gonna say. I'm like, fuck. Now I'm getting it fucking wrong too. Jesus criminy.
I remember our buddy Manuel, when they were when we were teenagers, they worked at like Stater Brothers,
right?
And they had a dude that had what do they call it, Tourette's?
Oh, no fucking way.
And the dude worked at night, like stocking, and a couple times they worked with him, and they said dead ass he would just be working, and all of a sudden he's like, fuck. They're like, holy shit.
I want to meet someone. I want to meet someone with Tourette's that does that.
Oh my god.
I really fucking want to. I know it's horrible of me to say, but I fucking want to meet somebody that's got that type of Tourette's.
He wasn't like that.
Dude, when I worked at Aaron's, there was this kid. He was, I guess you would call him high functioning, but he wasn't completely there, and you could tell that he had disabilities. What do you want to call it? Like,
he wasn't not on the spectrum.
I don't know if he was or if he was tarred, but he was definitely one of those.
Couple cans short of a six-pack.
Right. So we'd have to go visit him at work sometimes because he wouldn't make his payment, right? This little fucker. One time we drove up and he was outside getting carts. I didn't like to go inside and bust people's balls at their work. You know what I mean? But like this kid, whatever. So I came up and I was like, hey, whatever his fucking name was, hey, I'm here about your payment from Aaron's. Oh, okay. Thanks. And he fucking turned around and just walked away. And I was like, I turned around and looked at the dude that was working with me. The dude was fucking pissing his pants. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able
I
to
just
do
got
that.
fucking clowned by that kid. Holy shit. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go to hell for this. But when I worked on air in Bakersfield, I had to do one of the like, it was probably one of the hardest, weirdest promotions that I ever had to do, because they worked with special needs children, I guess is what you call them now, but it was called Bark.
Bart?
No, Bark with a K. It was Bakersfield something retarded kids, I think, or something like that. I don't
Against?
Wow. Fuck. Here I am trying to tread lightly, and Sebastian comes in kicking all the fucking glass on the bottom shelf. It was Bakersfield adult. I want to say it was retarded, but I don't. Maybe that's just what I'm thinking. Anyways,
Back then, it was okay to say. I mean,
Right.
it was, you know.
so they have this big building where these kids are housed, right? Or their parents will come and drop them off, and kids in wheelchairs and kids with helmets all the time.
Assisting?
It could have been. I don't remember.
Retarded kids? I don't know.
You see?
Is Bakersfield around San Francisco? Is it close?
No.
No, no. I know you're thinking Bart, Bay Area, Rapid
Yeah,
Transit.
Bay Area.
No, that's not it. Let's see, hold on. See if I can figure out what it's called.
It could be Bakersfield area.
Oh, yeah. Because that's they call it the Bakersfield area.
So it's BARC.
Oh. Watch it not be anything having to do with
I know,
this.
right? Well, anyways, so, oh shit. Anyways, so we'd have to go to this building. Well, I had to go. The other guy that was on the air with me couldn't go. Right. So I show up, dude, and I walk in, and these motherfuckers set me up at lunchtime at this building where these kids are at. Oh, you want to come help us feed the children? Yeah, no, I'm good. No, but we just walk around the whole fucking thing. Like, probably not really want to be anywhere near the kitchen because it's going to fucking gross me out. And, you know, look, I know some people have children with special needs. I get it. If I had one, I probably would feel the same way you do with things I'm about to say, but I don't. And it's unfortunate that you do, and fortunate because the love that those kids get are different than anybody else. But I'm walking through, bro, and these kids, like, you're feeding them peas and they're fucking falling out the other side of the mouth, and they're, you know, drool hanging out all over, and they're laughing and clapping and shit, and it's like, holy it was just a really super uncomfortable for me. I don't know,
Dude, I told you before, I'll start crying, literally. I see stuff like that. I'm bad.
yeah, oh yeah,
I'm real bad.
yeah, dude. I mean, like, I wanted to be compassionate, but I wanted to get the fuck out of there at the same time. Like, if I'm being totally, like, total honesty, right? Like, I'm not, and it wasn't to be a dick. That's not what I'm saying. I was just so fucking uncomfortable by those surroundings that I wanted to get the fuck out. I was like, I don't want to be here. I understand that people have needs. I understand things happen, but I don't want to be a part of it. Like, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be here. I don't want to see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's so wrong.
like, no, but I mean, like,
I get it. I mean, but still, dude.
what, you want me to fucking lie and be like, oh my god, it was such a special time and event for me able to walk around and see the
Wow,
guys
really?
slobber
It's
all
got to
over
be
each
a
other.
special time? Really?
You see, with me, in regards to, you know, I start to feel bad because, if I didn't explain it before, I feel bad for them that they can't experience life like a normal kid. just to be able to do things an abled person can do.
Right.
So it breaks my heart that they can't do that they're in the position that they're in.
And not because of anything that they've done. And that's, you know what I mean? And maybe not anything that anybody's done, but you're right. Like, they're there, and this is the hand that they're dealt.
Yeah.
And the hard part is do they understand? Like, you feel sorry for them because you see what other kids get to do and the life that they get to lead. But do those kids understand that they're special? Do they understand that they can't throw a football around, or that they can't enjoy some of the things that maybe their siblings can?
That's a good question.
But there's no way for us to know, right? Like,
yeah. I don't know if I told you this before. When my kids were in high school and we used to go to the football games every Friday night. I did?
What?
Well, I know what it stands for now.
Oh, what does it stand for?
It's Bakersfield Association for Retarded Citizens.
There was a student from the high school. He was, handicapped mentally. And his mom would bring him to the football games every Friday night. And, dude, it would kill me. It would just break my heart because he's over there supporting his school,
right,
his team, but he's there with his mom, and they wouldn't sit by themselves. They would pretty much sit by themselves. The security guard knew who he was. I'm already getting choked up fucking talking about it. And dude, if my wife saw him coming, she'd be like, "Don't look to your right. Don't look to your right."
And the first thing you want to do is look.
I knew exactly why she was saying. She only tells me that when she knows it would just mess me up. Like, she'll be like, if we're in a crowd of people, she says, "Don't look to your right," and I know exactly what she's talking about. Dude, I will break down.
Really?
Yeah, dude, bad.
I like when children are being done wrong. That gets to me. You know what I mean? Like that fucking story that was on Netflix that they did about that little kid and the family that the mother and father that had him and would put him in the fucking...
I haven't seen that. Yeah, like in a closet or something?
Didn't they make him eat dog food?
Yeah, or he was when he died, they found wood chips in his stomach because he was scratching away at the cabinet eating the wood. Like Diego something or something like that, right? Like
yeah, I think my daughter told me about it. She saw it.
Holy shit, bro! Like these fucking people. Like it's amazing that maybe amazing is the wrong word, but it
despicable
that they would put these kids through this shit. Like, who does that? What kind of fucking animal do you have to be to do that to a child? Like. That's just, it blows my mind. That shit is just crazy to me.
You ever see that movie Room?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? It was about a girl that had gotten kidnapped. And she lived in the shed of the kidnapper. And I guess she wound up having a kid by him. So her and the kid lived in the shed. Probably because this studio. And the kid, they finally escaped when the kid was like, I don't know, 7 or 8. So it was about, her coming back into society type. And now she has a daughter. Like, she went back home with her parents and, oh my God, they found you type deal. And how she had to deal with going to court with this dude. I don't remember it all that well. But what I do remember is in the movie, you don't really, in the beginning when they were in the room, she had her bed on one side. And I think if I remember right, she did like a schooling in another section of the room. So try to make it as normal as possible for the little girl. So towards the end of the movie, I guess she went back to the room. And it was like kind of cleared out, if I remember right. So it was just the 4 walls, but it was tiny. So she, she's like, I can't believe it was this small. Because now she's in a regular house and stuff, and it was a pretty bugged out movie.
Could you imagine having to fucking reacclimate yourself to the real world after being much stuffed in a little fucking room like this for your whole life?
Dude. Bad.
Holy shit.
Like, I feel bad for, in Chicago a few years ago.
The girl in the basement or whatever it was called?
Well, there was 3 girls.
Okay.
Like, one of them had a kid by the kidnapper. If you remember, one of the girls, like, had the door, he was gone to work, and she was screaming out the door.
Right.
And
the neighbors came to help her.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's bad. One of the girls, I wouldn't say she was deformed, but her growth, something happened to her growth because she was stuck in a dark room for so long. Like, her eyesight was bad.
Wow.
Stuff like that. Bad.
Did you ever see, switch it up a little bit, did you ever see the movie called Gone Girl? I believe is what it's called, with Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Have you ever seen it?
No.
So, Ben Affleck marries this woman.
Yeah, I think I understand the concept.
Just from the name?
No, but I've heard about the movie before. I should have just kept it going. I'd make it seem like I'm a fucking genius.
Yeah, instead you made it like you're a dick. Well, I mean...
How? You can continue telling for the people who don't understand, but...
So, he marries this woman. He starts cheating on this woman. And the woman fakes her death and blames it. It makes it look like it was Ben, right? And the whole movie is about Ben Affleck trying to clear his name. She goes back with this guy that she had dated, and she did the same kind of shit, right, to him before. Like, fake some bullshit to get away from that guy, right? And was blaming him. Oh, like, he's psychotic. He's always coming around, blah, blah, blah. So, she ends up doing some, like, seriously devious bullshit in that movie, dude. You need to watch it.
And did she timing out with the cameras and the security cameras and stuff like that? I mean, I saw it, and I vaguely remember the concept, but it was... She said this dude had raped her and kidnapped her, and she wound up killing him.
Right.
And she faked it as if that's how she got away or something.
Well, she stabbed herself in the hoo-ha, right? Made herself bleed.
I don't remember that.
She did something. She damaged her, with the bottle. She jammed the bottle up her hoo-ha.
I think that was just to kind of show that she was raped.
Right. I mean, she was just fucking the craziest shit ever, dude. Could you imagine? What would you have done if that was it? Like, one day you come home and your old lady's gone, the house is destroyed, and shit's starting to pop up like you did it. and the problem, like Ben Affleck's character, like he was just calm and like, well, fuck, Then he started putting shit together, and he's like, you bitch.
Yeah, I think I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. This shit is good, dude. But you gotta finish watching the Upshaws too. I'm telling you, it's probably about the 3rd episode. I don't remember exactly what happened, but there was a point at which the way he reacted or said something, I was like, oh shit, that's Tony. That's Tony all day. Upshaw.
I'm not going to lie, I don't know what the 3rd episode is because he watched the rest of them without me.
Did you like the first episode?
I did.
Did you like the 2nd episode?
I did.
Oh.
I like the rest of them.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
In that movie, because this would have never happened in my house.
Oh, so sorry.
The birthday party scene. Okay, so for everyone that hasn't seen this show, it's a family. Apparently, at one point during their marriage, they separated.
They were on a break.
And the dad messed around with another woman and had a kid with the other woman. And that kid is the same age as one of his kids with his wife.
Right.
So that's kind of like the blended family scenario of the show.
Right.
So in this first episode, both kids were having a birthday party on the same day.
Right.
So he was trying to go back and forth between the two birthday parties.
That sounds like some shit you would do, though.
Oh, I would have to, because my wife would be putting up with that if she was still my wife after that.
Yeah, right.
But somehow the illegitimate child wound up at the birthday party of the legitimate child.
Because she saw it on Instagram or some shit. Oh, the party was on whatever.
So they came to the let's call it the A family. They brought the cake out. The mom brought the cake out to wish the kid a happy birthday. So they were singing happy birthday, and the illegitimate child was standing next to her. So when they were saying happy birthday to you, and then when it came to the name, they said the girl's name, which is the legitimate child, let's say Lisa. And so when they say happy birthday, Lisa, and then the dad goes, and Charlie, and everybody was looking at him like, that would not happen in my house, kid.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about the ex-old lady showing up at the birthday party. I would have been like, ooh, wee.
Dancing on the pole like she did.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, when he was trying to bring in the other kid's name into the happy birthday song, I was dying. That was a funny ass part for me.
Fuck. It's the episode. I think it's called Happy Cakes. That's totally fucking you. Your old lady's mad and you trying to make her happy with some fucking flapjacks. Like it's gonna make it all okay. I'm back in, right? You gotta watch that shit, dude. Finish watching it. I promise. It's good.
So, I went to Costco this weekend. And I embarrassed myself.
How the fuck you embarrass yourself at Costco?
I tried to get bad with the cashier.
How you gonna try to get bad?
Think you still got it?
I thought I had it, yes. So Costco, because of the pandemic, prices going through the roof.
Right.
So there was some work supply stuff that my wholesale warehouse, the prices are just going through the roof on them. Chlorine tablets.
Okay.
And dude, a bucket of chlorine tablets, they have doubled since last year.
Wow.
Dude, doubled. I was paying $80 for a bucket, 50-pound bucket. Now they're like $140.
But right when I'm about to get the fucking pool.
Dude, it's crazy. So one day at at Costco, dude, they got chlorine tablets. A bucket. It's a 40-pound bucket, so it's 10 pounds less. But dude, it's like $90. I did the math. I'm still saving. I'm getting less, but I'm still saving.
Right.
So I bought for $90. I bought 5 buckets. I bought 5 buckets. Okay.
Oh, shit.
For stock.
Okay.
Next week, I'm like, man, I better stock up for summer. So I bought 10 buckets. Just put them on the side of the house. Following week,
hey, don't tell everybody where you hide them at, dummy.
Yeah, right.
I go to buy another 10 buckets. Bring them up, roll them up. This is a Saturday. I roll them up. Cashier runs my credit card. About to print the receipt, and a supervisor comes walking by. Hey, you can't buy that many buckets of tablets. And the cashier looks at him like, what are you talking about? We're only allowed to sell 5 maximum at a time. So the cashier looks at me and is like, we can only sell 5. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, it just came down. And I was like, but there's nothing that says I can only buy 5 on the where I'm buying them.
On the sign,
yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm sorry, we can only sell 5. So I was like, all right, I'll come back tomorrow, for another 5. They were like, okay, that's no problem. Just you can't sell them by 10 at a time. I come back on Sunday. I look at the sheet. The price doesn't say anything about quantity. So I grab 5. I go up to the cashier, pay for them. I was like, hey, can I ask you a question? Because it's a different cashier. Is there a limit to how many I can buy of these? And he looks it up. He's like, no, you can buy as many as you want. It's like, well, I was just here yesterday, and one of the supervisors said I can only buy 5. They're like, you might want to go talk to this, front end. So I had time, so I go to the front end.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, is there a limited quantity you could She's like, nope. I said, I was just here yesterday, and they said I can only buy 5. So they call over a manager. So he's asking me, hey, who was it? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I apologize. No, there's no quantity. Maximum. Buy as many as you want. Yes, there are times when we could, limited, but as of right now, no. If it happens again, come back, come ask for a supervisor. It's like, cool. So about 2-3 weeks goes by, so I go back there Sunday, grabbed another 5. Go up to the cashier, he pulls it up, he's like, you can only buy 3. Oh, and the price went up on them, $10.
Wow, so now they're $100 a bucket.
So now they're $100 a bucket. Still not as much of a savings, but it's still a savings. So I said, he says, you can only buy 3 at a time. I said, nope. He's like, what do you mean? I said, get a supervisor. He's like, really? I said, yep. I said, because this happened to me like 2 weeks ago. Get a supervisor. So he's like, okay. And there's a line of people, right? I'm like, nope.
And you're just buying chlorine tablets?
Because the first time I was quiet and was nice about it, I got the shaft. So I'm like, nope. Not going to do it this time. So they call a supervisor. The supervisor comes over. Hey, computer says we can only buy 3 of these, and he wants 5. The guy goes, I'm sorry, sir. You go, nope. I said, where does it say that? He's like, well, it should say it on the card that has the price. I was like, nope, show it to me. He goes, okay. So we go walking all the way and again, there's a line of people. I don't care. I'm
right.
Yes.
I'm shafting Costco today, damn it.
That's right. So, we could go to the sign. First thing it says, limit 3 per customer. I was just like, are you serious? And he goes, he's looking at me, and I'm like, and my whole tone changed. Well, you know what, man? I came here 2 weeks ago, and I tried to buy 10, and they told me I could only buy 5. And one of them, he don't want to hear it. He's like, okay, sir, well, whatever. You can only buy 3. So I'm like, I'm walking back, all heavy-footed. And so the cashier's waiting on me. So I walk back, and he's looking at me like, I said, just go ahead and take 2 off. 2 of the buckets off of the thing.
That's fucked. They should have just let you take them. You were already there.
You see what I'm saying?
That's customer service. You should call another manager. Go further up the chain.
But you remember how you asked, would I still wear a mask in the stores?
Yeah.
I was so happy I was wearing my mask so nobody could see my face. And the cashier was real cool because when he handed me the receipt, he goes, hey, man, you could just come back tomorrow and buy another 3 if you want. I was like, thank you. Let me just get out of here. My head's all heavy, looking down at my feet. Why couldn't you
just walk out, put those in the truck, go back in and wash it?
I probably could have, but,
some bullshit.
Again, I'm,
because you'd already wasted your time waiting on the manager because you thought you were right.
But I got all macho, kid. I was like, nope, get a manager. Nope, I don't even want to hear it.
How many tablets does a pool go through in summer?
In a traditional pool, probably 2 to 3 a week. Tablets a week.
Really?
So that's probably like a half to 3/4 of one of those buckets.
That's not bad.
Not too bad. I mean, but that's just to help maintain it. That's not. You're still gonna have to use like liquid and stuff like that. That's just like that little extra.
Shit gonna get expensive already.
Dude, you're lucky yours ain't done yet.
Yeah, no, I seen all the sand in the bottom of it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you don't want it. You don't want that right now. Trust me.
I wanted it like I took a couple of days off because everything that's coming up and whatnot, and make sure that my head's right before I go back to work or whatnot. And I thought, oh man, it'll be nice. Pool will be done. I'll be able to relax in the pool for a couple of days before I go back. Man, it's been windier than a motherfucker,
Dude,
boy.
It's so windy. It's crazy.
Like I look like there's a hole in my backyard where the pool will be. And there's so much, like, it's already ready to go. They just need the leveling sand, right? But there's so much, like, that really light, finite sand that's covering the bottom of it now. They're going to have to take sand out before they put the leveling sand out.
I believe it.
I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. And I'm like, fuck, we're going to be clean. We're going to spend more time cleaning this motherfucker than using it.
Yes, you are.
Like, holy shit. And I thought, cool, you know what? We're just going to cover all the ground. in our backyard. There would be no fucking. There's no way there's gonna be any sand. Shit. The other day they changed the sliding glass door out of the kitchen into double doors, and they didn't because they had to cut out this the foam around it because it's a bigger door than the sliding glass door that I had. So there's little gaps in the wall and underneath on the bottom. Dude, it was so fucking windy. I had sand from the door all the way to the living room, like you know, how Sahara sand, how it just kind of floats on like that, dude, like a little thick. I was like, God damn! And it was only a couple of days, but it was a thick layer of sand. I had to empty out the vacuum once. It's like, holy shit, bro.
Yeah, it's bad right now.
I don't remember it blowing like this in a long time.
You're probably right. It's been a while.
Well, and then because there was no rain, none of the sand got compacted. Now it's just fucking blowing everywhere. I never knew Coachella and Indio blew like that either. Like, because I didn't spend a lot of time down there, but when I was coming back from work, now it's like, holy shit, dude. It's a wall of fucking sand. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, when we went out to dinner Sunday night. Good looking out, Big Lou.
Yeah, Lou, thanks.
Dude, just getting there was crazy.
Yeah. Well, just like...
And then walking back, too, because the wind was blowing the opposite direction.
Yeah, I had to I came home and put eye drops in right away because I had sand in my eyes and shit. I was like, oh, this is fucking... And sure enough, boogers all fucking night. And
it's funny because when my wife and I were driving, we had my car, and you hear that sand just hitting, and I was like, man, we should have brought one of the kids' cars.
That's great. Next time we're going in your car.
No, the fuck we're not.
We're gonna fucking Uber.
I'm not going nowhere.
My first car, my Volkswagen.
Yeah,
dude, I remember. I didn't know this. You should apparently be driving slow during a sandstorm.
Why?
Because first-hand knowledge, I was driving fast, thinking I can get past the sandstorm or get through it quicker. Dude, pitted my windshield.
Yeah, you're just doubling the speed at which the sand is hitting your car,
dude,
right?
Yeah. I mean, and at that age, you don't got money for a windshield. So my windshield always looked dirty.
Yeah.
Because it was just pitted.
And hard to see out of at night, right?
Well, not only at night, if the sun was hitting it,
yeah.
Forget it.
Fucking
It was
terrible.
like a fog.
I remember my dad had this fucking, one of those square top Impalas. Man, it pitted fucking when that shit was so bad, dude. Like you could any time of day. And the sun didn't even have to fucking hit the window. Like you couldn't see out that motherfucker. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was ugly, dude.
I messed that car up.
I can't remember the last time. Like seriously, like I'm trying to think like how bad the sand has been. I don't remember it being this bad over the last few years since we've been back.
I mean, it's been windy. But I don't think it's been this consistent. It's been a while since it's been like days on end.
When is the sand supposed to go away? When is the wind supposed to go away? Tomorrow, right? Like it was supposed to.
No, it's supposed to be the whole week.
Oh yeah, it's the weekend that, like after Sunday, it's supposed to stop. If I remember correctly. This just says Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is just sunny. Which will be nice. It's going to suck being at the funeral and it's all windy and sandy and shit. You know what I mean?
All right.
The last thing we need. Sand on top of all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, yeah?
That's going to be really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Have you been to the movies now that everything's kind of opening up? Have you gone at all?
No.
No? I really want to go. I miss fucking movie popcorn.
You got Orville Redenbacher.
No.
How dare you?
I don't like it.
Orville Redenbacher?
Dog, I didn't say Jiffy Pop.
That's like us suggesting like non-spray butter to you.
Orville Redenbacher spray some butter up in there?
No.
And the reason why I said it is my old lady she just popped a bag. We watched a movie the other night. I don't remember what it was. So she's like, hey, you want to get some popcorn? You want me to put in some popcorn? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not?
What's your go-to snack when you go to the movies?
I don't have one anymore, but it used to be bonbons. Used to love me some bonbons.
Really?
Yeah, dog.
He is bougie.
Bonbons?
I thought you were gonna say like, what are the ones that are in it's a yellow box and they're
Milk duds?
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
I thought that was you all day.
Not how's bonbons up? But it's just ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. At a fucking movie theater. Allow me to open your refrigerator.
Yeah, because it's like very.
No, it's not.
I
It's
picture
just
60-year-old white women. Hey, do you have bonbons?
wait. So it's the name that bothers you.
Yeah. I was like saying, I went and got some fucking squid rings, as opposed to, hey, I ordered calamari. You know what I mean?
Bonbons were good. You pop a couple of those in your mouth. Oh,
Dippin Dots, remember Dippin Dots?
I've never had those, but yeah,
What?
I was already too old. Kids used to eat that stuff.
Whatever.
What's your go-to?
I don't know, what is my go-to?
I mean, don't get me wrong. We always get popcorn.
Do you get a hot dog? Do you like hot dogs from the movie theater?
I do, but they're kind of pricey, so I'll pass.
You rather go to Costco and get the,
Dude, Costco's off the hook on some hot
what is
dogs.
it, $1.50 and you get the dog
And
and
a drink.
spend all day there. Maybe we'll go to Costco for lunch tomorrow.
That's a cheap date right there.
Oh, yeah. Do that. Maybe you can get some pizza or a dog and I'll give you a couple of hot dogs.
What do you think we ate on Sunday? When I was loading up the chlorine tablets, my old lady called, hey, you at Costco? Get us some hot dogs and a slice of pizza.
I might have to buy a bucket of what do you call it off you? I don't have a Costco card. I have to buy a bucket of chlorine from you.
Yeah, after tax, they're like $125.
You're going to tax
I was
him?
like, what? God damn. I didn't want all 5. I just need a bucket. God damn.
Well, he didn't buy 5, remember? He only bought
I need about 3. We'll figure it out, Tony. We're good. We'll figure it out. Ordering shirts tomorrow, so we'll have shirts. We'll get that set up to put
What kind of shirts?
for the Sideshow.
Let the people know.
I'm going to order them, and as soon as we get them, we'll put it up on Patreon, along with a couple other things that you can purchase and do shout-outs and stuff. So it'll be cool.
Nice.
It'll be really, really, really cool. And then I got, so like I said, I was pushing out the what do you call it? So as soon as I'm done pushing out the last episode on Facebook, we'll give a shout out to all the people that checked it out.
Also, if you know anybody going by the name Klaus on the Road Again on Facebook, go ahead and go to the Sideshow's post and let him know how fucking dumb he is.
That's dumbass. So what you do is you pay for Facebook to boost your post, right? So what
So
they
it
do,
pushes it to random people.
they have some sort of algorithm. I put between 18 and whatever age I put, male and female, and they just it out to everybody, right? Well, this guy fucking, oh, you fucking scammer, why are you on my fucking page and blah, blah, blah.
It's an internet show.
And I was
How
like,
are we scamming people? I love it so much.
and I was like, hey, dude, I'm just pushing my podcast. Facebook sent it to you, dick. Like, what's your problem? Right?
If you're showing up on my feed, you must be a scammer.
Yeah.
So I don't know how did the message get to you?
It's a comment under the post.
Yeah. It's in the comment section, but I wiped it out.
And he didn't even answer as the Madhouse Radio Show, though. He answered it as himself.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit, dude. I was pissed off. I was like, really, dude? Like, and he said, well, get it off my feed. I was like, wow, Klaus, you're fucking thick. How do you not understand? I told you. Did you not read the text before this? Facebook fucking sent it to you. It had nothing to do with it, dickwad. Like, really, dude? Like, find something else to fucking do. Leave me alone. If you don't want it, just fucking pass by it. You ain't got to say shit. Fucking douche. But a couple of people have shared it, so that's cool. We have 125 people that have engaged in it, so It's cool. It means they're checking it out. People getting it out there. Hopefully, we'll get some people that like it, and a lot of people from New York. Thought maybe some of your folks, some of your peeps, back from Nueva York. You want to go through some names? Mention some people?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. A lot of fucking. And I got some dude from like fucking Xiaomeng Young or some bullshit. His name is. I guess I shouldn't make fun of it before I say his name. Right?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, my bad.
It's probably best.
We're gonna go ahead and leave that alone then.
Yep.
And let him forget that we did that, and then.
So when I tell you maybe we shouldn't give out names, and you decide to do it, you can thank me later.
Yeah, just fucking listen, Dad.
Yeah.
I got you.
I probably shouldn't have even said the name Klaus on the road again, but whatever. Fuck him.
Fuck that dude.
Our first hate commenter. We're doing good things.
We're reaching new levels, new heights, everybody.
That's how you know we're doing good is when we have hate commenters.
Wow.
So you know you're hitting your job. You're doing it right.
The second we get called a scammer, we're in good as a fucking podcast.
How am I a scammer? I'm not taking anything from you,
Yeah.
you idiot.
I love it. I love how retarded some people are. It's my favorite.
Maybe I met him at Bark. Maybe that's why he's angry.
Okay, we'll cut that part out, and we'll see you guys later.
Any final comments, Tony?
No, I'm good.
Sebastian?
Maybe don't make fun of the special needs community. How about that?
I love the special needs community.
Yeah, they don't love you right now.
Sure they do. How do we know that they don't?
They'll voice it.
All right, stop.
They'll voice it.
All right, love you guys. See you guys in a few days. This will probably be the only one we record this week, dealing with some family issues at the end of the week. We'll be back again on Tuesday morning for you. Thanks. Love you. Bye.